Hi everyone, welcome back to Through Alchemy. So today's reading is going to be all about your person. What do they think of you? What do they understand about you? This is going to be more based off how do they perceive you and what comes up more about your connection and their understanding of you. So we have 4 piles from the left to right. Pause if you need a little longer. Pick the one which calls your name the most, and I'm going to begin with pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1 is you chose the love card. So we're gonna see how they're seeing you. What do they think you feel for them? So I think that they definitely think that you are, what's that word? Love struck, starstruck by them. They think that you might be possessive about them. I see the vulnerability card. I feel like this person wants you to express your feelings to them, or you already have, and that's why they're aware, like you've made something very known to them that you really like them. And I feel like this person feels very cherished, very appreciated by you. That's what I'm hearing. This person feels like, somewhere I'm hearing, like at the top of the world, they feel very loved by you and appreciated by you. And I'm hearing that this is something that they have not received in the past, so it's very healthy for them. They see you as a healthier option for them. They see you as someone that will truly give them what they deserve and more. You might teach this person more. So how are they viewing you in this moment? They think that you hold back from communicating with them. Nine of Pentacles. Well, I think that they think that you're a little bit, I heard the word dismantled, or maybe like something might have happened between the both of you, or just this connection is taking a toll on both of you because you may have been triggered, or in your personal journey, you're just going through something. So they see you as a little bit unstable at the moment, but also with the Nine of Pentacles, they see you as someone that's willing to commit to them. Like someone who's not, this person may have come across a lot of non-committal people, and they're pretty happy that you're the one who's like, this person is happy about the fact that you're choosing them. It's like they may have not come across someone that is so consciously and deliberately choosing them. So the feeling of being chosen is very new for this person, that they're enjoying with you. They kind of feel like, wow, this is what it feels like to be chosen by someone. And I think that this person, well, I know it's a lot about this person, but I think that I can't ignore that information. I think this person is happy about the fact that they have worked on themselves to reach a point. They're thinking like they must have done something right to attract someone that is consciously choosing them. So they may have had a rejection wound which led up to a series of events in their life where they have felt backed out or cornered out in a sense by other people or romantic interests, or just alone. That's what I pick up over here. Potential in reverse. They think that you see them for who they are. Wow, this person is so, it's like this person is giving me like a golden retriever energy. Like with you, they're like very loving because they feel safe with you. They feel like this could be a real relationship, or this might end up like you might end up together with each other. There's a possibility. And I think that this person, if this is someone that has had toxic relationships, I'm not gonna lie, it does freak them out a little bit. That, you know, this might be like, this person is not scared of commitment, but this person is scared of longevity, which maybe is, it could be that this person's parents have a poor marriage, but they never got divorced, or they never tried to find the love that both of them deserve. It's almost like something about commitment may have made them feel really, really suffocated before. I'm hearing the words disoriented. There's something about the both of you that has happened between the both of you, or it could have been before you met each other, that makes me feel as if you both came into this relationship very triggered, or you're triggered at the moment. You're not feeling very secure and you're seeking this seems like an anxious avoidant situation. One of you has become avoidant, one of you is anxious about what the other person is going to do over here with erosion, because you triggered each other into a commitment, is what I'm hearing. You triggered each other into making something come alive. So I'm going to see what do they think of you at this moment. I hear that they think that they don't deserve you. I'm hearing nobody's perfect, but this person thinks that they're like too ugly to be in a relationship with someone. I think it's just the way they feel about themselves. And I hear you being like, no, they're not ugly. And you're like, I'm really attracted to them. But it's like, this person internally feels as if they're like an ugly person, the King of Pentacles. And what they're thinking of you is you're the stable person that they've always wanted in their life. And they'd be a fool if they fumble the ball here. They may have unintentionally sabotaged it, or I'm hearing like they were really trying to run away from it because they didn't feel, it's like something in their body is just not able to still accept this connection because they're so used to rejection, isolation, avoidance, silent treatments. Like they're so used to cold-heartedness in relationships. They're so used to the push and pull. They're so used to power dynamics. Like feeling this safe. Oh, I don't think this person is aware of it, but I do have one piece of information that might be helpful for you in whichever shape or form. It's like, this is what love feels like, right? But for them, love has always been space, bickering, fighting, abusing. So they're like, is this what love feels like? To be chosen every day. So they're really questioning this comfort, this peace of mind that I feel that this person is going to. This person doesn't doubt that. I don't think that monogamy is an issue. Like, they don't have their eyes on anybody else. You don't have your eyes on anybody else. It's like, even if that was in the past and both people in their past relationships were loyal to each other, this person used to have a constant scare, like they're going to cheat on me. So there's something about this connection that just by a default makes them feel safe with you. I think, I'm not going to lie, I think this person is not able to, like, I would say it's not just mentally. I think that this person might be just aware just enough to know that this is what love should feel like, but their nervous system is not able to accept it. That's how I'm really going to place it. It's like they're just not used to feeling so safe. It's uncomfortable. I think they feel like really sorry for themselves, but they feel like they don't deserve you because they think they must have always imagined that this is the King of Pentacles kind of energy that I want. Someone that is readily like that, someone that is not making promises of the future, someone that's not killing their mental health. And it's almost like now that they have this person and they're so, like, this person has such mixed feelings. Like, they're so happy that they've made it to this point, that they have healed enough. It must have taken them a lot to repair their nervous system, to open it up to this level, to attract somebody like you. They do recognize manifestation over here. But they're still somewhere in the middle where there's like an unhealed version of them that feels like you don't deserve to go through or bear someone that's like, I'm hearing quote unquote, so messed up like them. It's like they feel like you deserve better. It's like they're thinking like they deserve better than what they've had, but they're somewhere like they're in a gray area of life where they're like, well, yeah, I do deserve this, like I wanted this, but then what about them? Like, they shouldn't have to put up with me. So they're kind of like, if you find this person being passive, that's the reason why they're passive, because they're still not 100% feeling deserving of a relationship like this. this safety that you give them. This is like, um you're not promising, you're really living it with them, and they see that you're willingly wanting them. That's making them question, like, why, because they haven't really seen that or felt that within them. I think it goes back to parental figures. So how do they really see you? Locked. This person, I'm gonna tell you, they can't really see you properly, because like I really want to get to the part where I talk about like how do they feel about you, what do they understand about you. And I think that there's clearly a lot that they understand about you through the dynamic, but this person doesn't see you completely for who you are, because this is almost like when somebody is climbing a mountain and they're almost reaching the top, but they decide to just drop it. How do I make it sound sensible? It's like they got tired, or they fainted, or some, I don't know. It's like they're so close to it, and they're kind of, when they say that you're really close to it, that's when it gets the toughest. That's what they're kind of thinking. I just keep hearing you're everything that they have desired for in a person. Like if this person has a checklist, or if this person had, especially in terms of like personality, a few physical traits, yes, that I'm picking up, but over here it's almost like personality wise, understanding wise, I really hear that this person wanted someone that had a great personality. That's what they see in you. The King of Pentacle energy is like, you're very controlled. Past people could have been quite impulsive. You're a very new experience for this person. That's how they see this situation. I'm going to try my best to dig deeper in their brains and their feelings. I think you're then, I don't know if there's a push and pull so far. You're kind of like, this reading is not a 100%. I don't know if I should trust this. It's like this person is not resisting you, this person is resisting the feeling of safety. I gotta be very honest, because you have such a pleasant car which talks about love, and it's a shame that they can't recognize love. They don't know what it feels like, so they're kind of like, their inner child is so abusive is what I'm picking up. Like this person may have a side that they cuss out a lot. That's what I'm picking up. Or they feel like pukish, or they feel like emotionally repulsive. I don't want to be close to you. Get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. It's like they are not trusting what they have in front of them, but they think that they'd be an idiot if they mess this up. Because I feel like this person may have come across a lot of people which had something missing, but they think that this is the best that they can do as a person. Almost like they got the brains, the beauty, they got the emotional connectivity, they got the mental caliber matching up with you. They think that this is all that a person wants for themselves. So they're kind of like, I think this person may have shut down, because there's something so fidgety about this person, like around the topic of safety, that they're just overwhelmed with negative feelings. I also feel like this person is reflecting a lot on their past, because now that they're seeing how they should be remotely treated, because I think that they see you as someone that's not, like, they know that you're not completely like going all in. They know that. They also feel like somewhere you see them as someone that's worth it. That's where you're putting in so much effort with them. You really like them and you feel something with them. If I'm gonna be very honest, it's gonna take this person a while. I don't think it would go down easily without a fight. And this is what they think about a lot. That um you're kind of picking up a resistance within them that's kind of natural. I heard the word beguiling. Um like because they're not completely okay with it, so they feel like there's a tendency of this resistance to resurface. So I think this is not an easy situation that I am channeling over here. This seems like someone who has a healed version in them, but also an unhealed version in them. Both of them are kind of like a tug of wars, and um, it's possible that you also have that. You're also learning how to do that, but in their perspective, this is something that they feel very unworthy of. They feel like it's unnecessary. Why you're putting up with them? That's what I'm picking up over here. So I'm gonna still come back to the main question. How are they really viewing you? What they're thinking of you in this moment? As a person, I think that I'm getting the Three of Pentacles. Like they see you as a very cooperative and someone that's cooperative personality and someone that is very patient. It's like they didn't know that they needed this much patience. Comparison. Yeah, I did pick up on this analogy that, they may have had people in the past that were very quick to judge them, because they were always the patient and the mature one, but they may have closed out a cycle recently where they refused to be the mummy or the daddy for other people. So now they're like, okay, like I need someone that can help me out. Like they stopped saving other people, and now they're kind of stepping in this area where they're not expecting you to do the work for them, but they're kind of doubting their ability to actually step into this version of themselves. With comparison, I think that they really do compare, like because you mark a milestone in their life. If this person is someone that comes from a poor childhood, very abusive, explosive, like something about, I'm picking up on physical abuse or sexual harassment, or um, something that's very mentally messed up. Um, it's almost like I think that they understand that they may have a purpose to break these generational curses, but in practicality, they feel really embarrassed that they mentally understand these things, but emotionally they may be somewhere stunted. So they're kind of like comparing it again and again because they're like, they have this urge to not go back to their past, but stay the same person because it's requiring a lot, and there's so much self-doubt, like, can I do it, can I do it, can I do it, like they're scared to hurt you. And then you're so patient with them and you're so forgiving that they're like, I don't deserve this person, I don't deserve them. That's why I keep picking up over here. So now I'm gonna ask, okay, like how do they think you feel for them? Impress. Now, well, by the cards, I do feel like they think that you are really invested in them. Empress Historian energy again is very close to the King of Pentacles. They think that you think that if they give you the proper care that they need to be in a secure relationship. I don't know, this person has taken some examples from the internet, or like their psychologist told them something or something like that. It's like they're associating that for them to have a fighting chance to heal, they have to be with a person like you. They have to go all in. And they're thinking that you think that if you give this person a chance, they're capable of a lot. Like you trust this person more than they trust themselves, or in terms of like how far they can go in life. You're holding on to them, you're respecting them, you're respecting their boundaries. You do get aggressive, because you're a human. They do see that they sometimes they get on your nerves, or I think this person shuts you out. So they know that you feel really bad about it, or like they feel guilty about it, but then it's like they don't know how to explain this to you, that they don't understand like how to feel themselves about themselves, or feel those feelings out. So they do recognize that you're very, very patient with them, and faithful is the word I keep hearing the word beguiling. Advantageous is also what I'm hearing. Okay, two cards that came in reverse: the Sun in reverse and the Four of Wands. They do think that like why you're in this situation. I think this person does question like why you're putting up with them. They think there must be something in you as like imperfect, like why you're putting up with them. Sometimes I think it's because of their physical appearance, because the Empress is a really beautiful person. Um, but then they realize that you're not really making moves on them physically either a lot. That's a very specific message. So they're kind of like left with their own projection. It's like they just can't absorb the fact that somebody generally wants them for them. And that's how their perception is tainted by that, or just influenced, I'd rather use the word, with the sun in reverse, Leo energy, the self-image. Leo energy, this can stand for the first house, which talks about self-image, self-expression. And in terms of Four of Wands, it can talk about a broken home. So with love underneath, it's a very, very strong giveaway that, this person just feels like, because they're so feeling so undeserving of it. So they're kind of questioning, like, there must be something twisted in you, why you're putting up with them. But they can't just fathom the fact that people actually have the heart to be with someone despite, I don't know, I feel like this person is so blinded by feelings of inadequacy, or like just feeling unlovable to their core somewhere. I think that was a strong rejection wound, which makes them feel like you're kind of crazy. Why? why why do you want to be with them? That's kind of like, they think that you're a little crazy. There must be something wrong with you. Like, a part of them questions like, this person must be crazy in the head, because like, why do they want to put up with me? Like, I think they're kind of crazy. That's funny. I'm hearing a song by Eminem. I think it's Mockingbird and Beautiful. I love both songs, but I think Mockingbird is striking me as stronger. Yeah, because like Eminem's lyrics are like so deep. This really talks about like how they're trying to really change themselves for you. Going with the, they do recognize this in themselves, experiencing rebirth, going with the flow, and sharing. I think this person wants to become also someone that can take care of you. They want to be selfish. And with experiencing, it's like they know that this is a process, and they can't, like, they feel like because you're helping them, they owe you something. It's like maybe like a manipulation tactic where control was used in the form of love in their childhood. So they're kind of feeling like if you're doing this for them, then they might have to do something for you as well. They're not recognizing as the divine's way of bringing love into their life. Like, it's like they're not recognizing that they deserve someone that loves them without asking for something in return. So they're kind of feeling also like they will have to return the favor. Like, it's like feeling in debt of love, feeling in your debt. Hmm. But they don't think, I think that one thing I do want to mention is that they don't think that you're naive. They just see your generosity and your kindness as a person. They don't think that you're stupid. They think that you're making a very strong, active choice to choose them. That's what we, like take a full circle at. Like, they know that you're choosing them. They feel very grateful for it, but then again, there's a part of them which is like, I don't feel worthy of it. So I feel like putting out an advice card for you, Scorpio. I hear that this is not a difficult person. Um, it's like a rose with a thorn. This person, they're like giving me the image of how you see like abused stray animals. Like, they really bite you at first, and like you have to be a pro to deal with these animals. Like, those people that are working at animal shelter, like they are kind of like, what do you say, they have to be fierce about loving someone that needs so much patience. And like, so they're telling me that this person is going to resist. So that's completely in your ball. The ball's in your court. But they're saying that, this person, if you choose to do that, your investment in them will reap rewards. Like, it's like they're capable of loving you back as deeply as you can. So I'm not trying to convince you or make you feel like this is what you should do or something. No, I'm just telling you, if you do tend to choose them, it will not come without a fight. Like, it's going to be difficult to be with them, but it can be rewarding. So that's completely up to you, but you have to be very discerning of what you do with the situation, but it's like this person requires a lot of patience because they're not used to what you're offering them, and there's a reason why you're in their life, right? And they're in your life, so it's not just about them. Okay, so pile number 1. Oh, I forgot, I had to pull out a few channel messages. I was just about to leave you. I'm planning on reaching out to you, so the candle is going dim. They may have taken a time out, is what I feel. This person often burns out really quickly, or they just don't know how to understand themselves. I was pretending to be someone else. I think they were being a little cocky before. When you start talking to this person, can we start over? There is a third party. Friends or family disapprove of the connection. I don't think it's their friends. It could be, but it's making me feel as if it's just this person's mental barrier that is a third party. Twin flame, they think that there's a connection between the both of you. I do not feel good enough for you. I knew it. Thank you, Spirit. I miss you. So pile number 1, this was your reading. I'm going to leave it here. I do hope that this was helpful. If it was, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I am going to see you guys in another one. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the anxiety card, this is going to be your reading about how does your person think you feel and what do they think of you. So anxiety, this energy is very, very spaced out, and before I started off your reading, I felt really depleted. Like the energy that was coming to me felt like very drained. It's almost like this person is perceiving you to be as someone that is checked out, shut down, or is tired of the situation, or can't seem to figure it out. Like, I'm hearing out of shadows. Like, I think it's almost like they think that you're going through something very difficult. Release. There's something that's personally going on in your own life that with fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and bottom of the deck we have connection, that you feel a connection to them, but this connection has brought out something in you that has triggered you. That may be a very, very sensitive topic for you. So they're kind of feeling like they have to walk on eggshells around you right now, or like you really don't want to listen to them. They think that you're really thinking about yourself, you're looking out for yourself in this situation, and you're definitely going through something difficult. These kind of look like noodles to me. The Fool. They think that you're hoping for something to change, something to lighten the load for you. With the Fool over here, Gemini, Virgo, it's like something that takes the pressure off you, whether it's with your help or whether it's like you're seeking some sort of help, whether it's by the divine, professional help, like a therapist, psychiatrist, even a doctor perhaps, could be physical. But with the Gemini, there's like 2 sides to the story over here. One is what they think of you, and one is what you think has happened to you. Does that make sense? It's not as simplified in this reading that I can, like, I know the question is that, how do they think you're feeling? But they're also aware that there's two sides to this. They are perceiving the situation as one thing, but you're perceiving it to be as another. So there's no simple answer to what I'm going to talk about, is what I assume. And with the release in reverse, this person thinks that you are at the brink of some sort of breakthrough, something that is helping you. And it brings them, either it's like you're moving on from them, either it's that you want something to change between the both of you. But however, if it's about moving on from them, or even if something happened between the both of you, this person has so much grief, and they perceive you to be very anxious and guarded and defensive about this situation. They really want to talk to you about this situation. Like, I'm hearing, I want to explain myself. Especially if you're moving on. They're very sad about it. Maybe a mutual decision, but yeah. 6 of Cups. You're kind of like, they're perceiving you as someone that is making a very strong decision to leave them behind. Let them be. They think that, that this is a good connection, this is something that can be rewarding, but they're perceiving you to have this thought pattern that right now may not be the right time, or they're just not it for them. But on their side of this perception, they are also thinking that it's fine to probably let you go right now if this is not what you want. Like, they can't force you to be with them. They kind of see you as like, you want to go your own way. That's what I'm picking up over here. And there's like, you've made your mind, and it's also bringing you peace of mind. I don't know, did this person hurt you, or you were kind of fed up of them? That's the kind of energy that I pick up. Like, they gave you a reason, or you didn't feel like, I'm hearing right match. They don't seem like your right match to you. That's how they're seeing you, is like, I am not a good fit for them, or they're not a good fit for me, and that's why they're walking away from me, because things have went down. 6 of Cups can talk about memory, nostalgia, soulmate, but it can talk about history. A lot has gone down. However, I think that what you think of you, they're very impressed by you. I don't know how, but they're really impressed by you. I'm gonna pull out a few more cards to see, like, why are they impressed. It's like walking away is making them want you more somewhere, or like just improves respect for you. Patience in reverse. This person likes the fact that you're not playing about yourself. They think that you have better boundaries than them. They think you are more fierce. They think you are more confrontational than them. And they also think that you have this strength about saying what it is on your mind without being like, that's not what I want, or that's what I want. It's like they see you as someone that is very vocal in terms of saying what you want. And it kind of, it's like they assume that it must have taken you a lot of practice, a lot of self-betrayal in a sense, to reach a point where you're like, fuck it, like, I'm just gonna ask for what I want. Fuck it, I'm just gonna say how it is. Like, they see you as someone that's like a Queen of Sword, cutthroat, but not out there to harm or kill someone with that sword, but just like straight to the point, no beating around the bush. That's how I feel, and I'm not going to pretend any other way. So this may be a little bit of like an impulsive energy that they do pick up on you. You may not agree to it. I clearly hear that. You're like, I'm not impulsive. But like, they perceive you to be impulsive because maybe their pace of confrontation is rather slower than yours, right? Air, Queen of Sword energy, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Strong Aquarius energy, which tells me that they see you as someone that's quite cerebral. They think that You're calculative. You can survive on your alone. That's what they really think about you. You can thrive by yourself. And you dress really well. Is also what I'm picking up. Accomplishment. I think that the perception of this situation with you is that, you see, we have the Eight of Pentacles. I didn't shuffle the Queen of Pentacles. That you're someone that is by hook or crook going to get what you want. It's only a matter of time that it's going to pan out for you. But you're going to get what you want. That's how they perceive you. I don't know why do I feel the need to say that, even if it's not how you see yourself, that's how they see you. I remember that song S&M by Rihanna. It's a very sexual song. La 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 la. Responsibility and accomplishment. See, I see that they see you as someone that is definitely one of a kind for them. Someone that has an excellent brain. That's one thing that I keep hearing about this person. What they think of you. And they think you're not going to make yourself small even if it makes other people uncomfortable. Somewhere, shape or form, you have really asked for what you want, whether it's with them or without them. You've really pushed yourself in a manner which makes it very obvious that you're not shy. Even if you don't know exactly what you're doing, they think you must have thought it through. Even though the impulsiveness, I don't know where. It's like now they're not considering the impulsiveness. It's like maybe you have your own trigger points and that's what makes you impulsive. Sometimes you react to it. I heard the word overreact, but I think that's sensitive for some people, right? So from their lens, how they think you see them is as someone that may be slightly weaker because they are more committed to pleasing other people and taking care of them, seems like. And they feel a little bit self-conscious on their own end, at the receiving end, because when they see you being so almost relentless about what you want, it makes them question why I'm not like that. And it's not a comparison, because it's like, they may know something that you don't know, and you may know something that they don't know. You are all learning at a different pace and different things in our own life. So it's not a comparison in that sense, but they do tend to compare themselves in terms of like, well, they're so, they're so take charge and bold in some shape or form. And it kind of has left an impression on their mind, and that's where they're probably impressed, because they're looking at something that probably doesn't exist within them. So they kind of enjoy that. Fire. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Dreams and connection. So they're kind of seeing you as someone that doesn't settle down for anything whatsoever. Despite of whatever we were picking on in the beginning, they see it as the price that you're paying to not stay in comfort zones. It's like you have learned a lesson over here with them, and you're choosing to choose better. You don't want to settle. And especially if it's not just about the other person, if they're not putting in that much effort, but it's almost in the sense how this person understands the situation, and a lot of it is circumstantial. I don't think they're going off facts, or instead I would say I think they're going off their experience of you. It sounds like these are things that they have observed about you rather than what you have told them. Like, this is just straight up body language, experience with another person, their voice, their confidence, These are small things that this person has learned about you through their experience with you, their encounters with you. So it makes me feel as if, they're just a lot of comparing. Definitely they see themselves as a little bit weaker in terms of, especially throat chakra. I think like voicing out what they want, and throat chakra is not just limited to that. It's like there's something about, maybe if this person wasn't matching up to be your ideal, or you felt a little bit like you did put in work, but it's like somewhere you felt like this is just something missing. There's something missing. So they thought that you didn't doubt that with the patience in reverse and the fire. It's like there's something in your brain that clicked with the air as well, accomplishment and responsibility. They think that you have enough experience to know what works best for you, and you kind of felt anxious, or like there's something missing with them, or this is not good enough for me, and you kind of acted on it, and you were like, well, let's move on. So they kind of see you as someone that doesn't fit in a box. Um, it's kind of like, okay, well, if this is not working, probably something else. It's like you tried. They think you feel like you tried, but it wasn't up to par. It wasn't like there's something missing, like it's like you're cooking a recipe, and you're kind of like following the guidebook, but then there's something that's just like the zesty flavor, or umami, I'm not sure. It's like there's something that's missing in adding up, or bringing it all together, and you forget that there's like a secret ingredient. It's not really about something wrong with that, it's just not fitting with your taste requirement. And so this person feels like, okay, well, is there something was missing over here, and because of that you decided to move on from this, because maybe they were someone that was willing to settle with it, or whatever the reason might be. I think this person was fairly infatuated by you, and they couldn't recognize that something in terms of having a real relationship, or like needs, was missing for them. Like they weren't as satisfied as, I don't know, they were making themselves to believe they were. So that's what I'm picking up over here, that there's a lot of comparison in terms of like how you see, we have the card of breakthrough, how you, this is the Tower energy, Scorpio, how you were just like, I trust myself, I trust that there's got to be something better for me. It's like you really don't settle. That's what they pick up over here. Celebration, Three of Cups. You may have decided to be friends with them, or they think that you want to remain single, or I think that majorly it's that they think that you're still coming out of a mold and you want to keep things light for yourself, or you just maybe want to keep them as friends. I'm not sure. There's something where they just think that you're looking for better, easier, funner things for yourself in life. They think that you were trying to fit in a box with them or something. Is this person needy? Because I keep feeling the need that they were trying to get you to stay, and they were not themselves that fulfilled with it, but they were quite infatuated by some aspect of you, some idea of you, that they tried to make you stay, until you were like, well, I don't want to stay, I've tried, I don't want to stay, I don't fit into this. And they're admiring that because they set a limit for themselves. But it sounds like a preacher to me. Is it possible that this person has spoken about a lot of things to you, but you prove them wrong by actually acting upon a lot of things? Because I think they might not realize this, like they preach a lot, they practice a little lesser than that. It's not that they're any less beautiful, but there's just, I can't escape the comparison. They're comparing, and this seems like this comparison only happens when you've had like a breakup with someone. This is like that kind of an energy where you're like, okay, now you're not like, you embrace their good qualities when they're around because you feel like they add up to yours, like something like meshing together. You guys were kind of meshing together until you were like, no, this is not good enough for me. Like you took responsibility for your happiness with a celebration and accomplishment, and you realize that you have enough experience to know what is good for you and what's not. And it took you a while, but it was not as late or marinated in a sense for it to be like it took you months to realize this is not the right person for you. Or it's possible, but it's like this seems like a quicker situation. Or either it's like you drifted apart after a while or years of relationship, or this was someone that you just met talking stage and you realize, well, the pieces don't fit together, the puzzle pieces don't fit together. That's what I'm picking up over here. It's like somewhere something didn't add up, something was missing, and you tried. That's how they see, like they think that you feel that you tried well, but I can't force myself. And I don't know, somewhere deluged, somewhere this person feels like you weren't completely satisfied with them. Either it was like they weren't completely your type, or they weren't like physically appealing to you enough. It's like this person may be still thinking like, what's wrong with me? They have placed you on a pedestal, which is like really attacking their self-esteem. This person, like I really hope that this person pulls you down from that pedestal, because I see this doing some damage to their self-worth. Especially because it's possible that either it was mutually ended, or they just left and they're having a difficult time accepting your departure. It's like, it's a full frontal rejection. That's what I'm picking up over here, where you maybe made them feel like, oh well, maybe you didn't make them feel like, but they felt like they're not good enough. Like there must be something missing, and I think that's a pure projection. How do they see you? Memory in reverse. Still very attached to you. Even if it's been like 6-7 months. Still attached to you. This person is talking to other people. Not if it's very recent. Like, I don't know, 4-5 week timeline. Probably not. But they're gonna eventually move on. And they're thinking about that. They're not weak. I just think they're having a very sensitive moment in their life. That's what I'm really picking up over here. So how do they think you feel? Like, I just got off topic, but I mean, that must be pretty necessary if it's coming through. How do they think you feel? That's a lot of cards. I'm going to take this one upright. Awareness. Shivji Mahadev. So I did mention this before, and I gave a very lousy explanation of Shivji. He can represent the qualities of Archangel Michael. So again, this is about destroying or cutting things out of your life. How do they think you feel? You're cutting this out because you've had awareness of something that was severely suppressing you inside, and it could have been that you were trying to be with this person or a mold that they were putting you in. I'm picking up that did this person impose a lot of their philosophies on you or their religious knowledge on you? Because there's somewhere where I pick up that this person used to come in a form where they might not have realized, but through words they were trying to shape you in something that would be helpful for you. They must have thought that they're helping you heal. There's some sort of twisted phenomenon over here where I don't know, this person is trying to mold you in somebody else, especially through the mind. Whether it was for better or worse, it was like they were trying to do your healing work. They might have wanted to do good for you, but they were trying to, hand in hand, they were shaping you into somebody else. Or it's like they were really trying to change you. Okay, like that is a trigger point for me. So I'm getting a little hesitant in saying that, but it's like I pick up on something where you were feeling a little bit like, I'm not fitting in what you want me to be. I'm not fitting in. So that's what I'm picking up over here. How do they think you feel that you're breaking out of it? You don't bloody want to be there. Damn, this is like Capricorn, and then we have Harmony. That's Ten of Swords in reverse, because that has the dolphin. So I understand that's got to be swords. With the devil in reverse, you're breaking free from something that felt like was caging you inside. This person, I don't know. It's like this person is also pretty complex in this situation, and it's almost like I'm hearing that the divine protected you from this person, because it's not that they're a bad person, they're pretty decent, but they weren't realizing that their shadow was trying to cage you into something they thought would help you and free you. But it's like constantly trying to remodel you, or like the kind of a situation that if somebody doesn't recognize it's happening to them, they might just perceive it as like a well-wisher. This person loves me, so they're doing this for me. If you were in a long-term relationship, it's possible that, this happened for a while, or this is something that you woke up to later on, or it started happening in the ending few months of it. Like, you recognize, I don't want to be who this person wants me to be. So we have healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So you could have had parents that you used to control you a lot, or like you, in a very implied, unsaid manner, used to do things that you saw them praising. So there's a possibility over here. There's something twisted about this one. This took a lot of energy out of me, because it's like I came in through this reading with a lot of anxiety and like drained energy. So I am not sure if it's possible that you were dealing with someone that either was not aware of what they were doing, or it's possible on the opposite tangent. And I say that very rarely and very lightly, that this person may have narcissistic tendencies, because it does sound like somebody that's trying to it's like it's not narcissistic. Well, you would know your situation, right? That's what I'm picking up. So how do they think you feel? I feel like this person thinks that you're pretty happy. Like, I'm hearing good riddance, influence. I can't escape the messages that they have for you. Relationship. They want me to put it up right. Like, they think that you might have had somebody else also. That's what they're thinking. Or there was somebody else guiding you through this. Because you were always almost there in their hand, and then you slipped away. I think I'm gonna pull out one romance angel oracle and a few channel messages and call it a day. So we have passion. So there might have been, excuse me, let go of control issues. I'm sorry. Am I reading too much into this? Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically accurate. Didn't I mention in the beginning that you're kind of like getting out of their hands, or you want something to be... That's just how I'm feeling over here. I'm gonna pull out a few channel messages. I wish I could take it back. I wish I didn't give away what I'm like. That's what I heard. Family or friends disapprove of this. I feel like this person knows that somebody helped you out of this relationship. That's what I'm picking up. I abandoned people to make myself feel important. I feel ya. I feel you. I don't know what I want. Oh my god, why did I say that? It says I want to work things out. So maybe this person was giving you mixed signals as well. I am not ready, and I am intimidated. Bro. The last one says, I don't know what I want. I literally just said that. Mind blown. Okay, so pile number 2. This was your reading. This is very interesting, like a roller coaster. If this was helpful, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how the resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I'm gonna see you guys in another one. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the card of reflection, this is going to be your reading. So we are going to find out, what is this person thinking about you? This is almost giving me that you, of course with the reflection card, you are making this person think about a lot of things. And wow, I just opened my Osho Zen Tarot deck, and the card of consciousness is on the top with turning in. Nice. Very nice. So you are a catalyst for this person. Immediately I'm hearing that this person thinks of you as a strong individual. Empress, wow, you really probably really intimidate this person, because I am feeling intimidated. It's just the energy that I'm picking up from this person. I'm hearing that song One Love. So I'm getting a question. I'm gonna do all the follow-up questions that are written in the title, but I do want to pick up on, first of all, I feel guided to ask, how does this person feel about you in the moment? Well, this person is going back and forth, and I think you already know that, and that frustrates you, and it's making you angry, and this person is aware of it. They can kind of, like, I'm getting the image that they can see the fumes going off your head. They think that you're really not someone that's going to put up with someone that's not putting in effort in them, someone that's not giving them tangible results, someone that is not coming up, picking them up from their place, someone that's not taking them to a nice place to dine in. It's almost like this person just thinks that you are not gonna budge. I think that they might be attracted to this, but they're kind of like, they're seeing you as a very stubborn person. With comparison, I think the comparison is about how they might have been able to get away with all of these things with previous partners, or just people, like getting to know people or talking to people. It's not always that serious, but it's like over here, it's like control in reverse. They don't have that control over you. They don't have that charm over you. It's making them reflect on the kind of things that they offer to other people. See, we have the Seven of Cups, and then Knight of Wands. The Knight of Swords fell out of the deck, and I cut the deck, and it's Four of Pentacles. It's like this person may have, I don't know if it's really just about money, but I am picking up on something about, you gotta invest in me, like you gotta do these things physically. I don't want words, I don't want all that. You seem like the type of person that, especially if you're a woman, you want this person to, I don't know, buy you a house. Like they see you as someone that's like serious. They're all up on business. And if this person knows you're of age, like somewhere where they, in your part of the world, or just like organically they see like you guys are reaching that age of getting married or serious commitment, this person is not seeing you budging from it. It's like they feel like maybe as a girl or as a boy you probably would have been lenient, but as a man or a woman you're really not messing around. Like you're really, it's like they see you as so stubborn in this moment with the star. So this energy is actually coming in as a blocked energy, something that's wanting to open. The star is Aquarius energy, so they're seeing you as, well, there's one thing that they do really appreciate is how smart you are. And you may have approached this person, you may have spoken to them before, and they might have like thought like, like they're like in their own head, or to their friends, I'm not sure, but they were just like, I also see this person searching up something on Quora or Reddit, maybe how to approach you or something about a spiritual connection. It's like this person is like as curious as you in some shape or form, and this person was this person was trying to figure out what kind of connection do you have, because the reflection that you're giving them out about their almost like their inadequacy in some shape or form, or like it's just not up to your mark. That's all I hear. Like it's, I could just close this reading. Like it's all about that. Like this person is just like, it's just not up to my mark. They see you as someone that's like not budging, and it's like they're thinking that if they don't give it to you, you're definitely gonna go to someone that does give it all to you. And they see you as someone that's maybe monetarily focused, like you're focused on your money, or you're like, see, wedding, I told you. They think that you're looking for marriage or something really serious, and it could be that they just know that you're looking for marriage. With deception, they also think that that they feel for you, but they're not really doing anything. And I don't know, why do I keep feeling that, if you're a woman and this is a guy or a man, this person is not very, very immature, but this person is a little bit immature in terms of how they're coming across towards you, because they're experiencing like a lack of control for the very first time in their life, especially when it comes to like girls and things like that. And they're realizing you're not a girl, you're not a small girl, you're not someone that's gonna get fooled, or if they throw you like a little crumb, you're not gonna come begging behind them. And I know that sounds really, really degrading, but it's just sometimes, you know, people when they struggle with their self-worth, they do that, right? So you and I, you know, we all have been in those situations, and that's how I think that this person has been around people that have been that come running behind them, but they're just seeing you as someone that's like, I gotta show you who's in charge, I gotta show you that I think this person thinks that you're willfully neglecting them. You're purposely trying to distract them yourselves from them, because there's something that this person thinks that they're just not doing enough for you. You deserve love. So this is a dual-sided situation. One place, your person getting to know each other. I told you. I don't think that this is a commitment, and either if it's a commitment, this could be the past version of you, and today there's a newer version of you. But for majority of you, I pick up that this is a newer connection. It's possible, or it never got off the ground. But over here, I see that with getting to know each other and you deserve love, you're just not that weak in yourself. You have self-respect, and with reflection, they think that you have worked hard on yourself to let go of patterns or a weak sense of self-esteem. And in today's date, when this person is having to work on their self-esteem because they're realizing that they also want love and they deserve love, this person is moving towards becoming more monogamous or wanting monogamy. I hear from spirit becoming more monogamous. So it's like a difficult transition for them as well, and they're not completely there. I think that they send you really weird messages, or they're like really indirect to open up a conversation, or I'm hearing snatch you up. Like this person is understanding that, you know, I think this person is trying to use indirect ways of communication to strike up a conversation with you. And they're realizing some sort of immaturity, and like they feel like you're finding it very emasculated on their end, that they can't even talk to you about all of these things. And they feel like the only way that you might actually talk to them properly is if they actually confess their feelings for you. Like they feel like they have to do something serious so that you take them serious. And you know, they might have actually given you a reason to not take them seriously, right? It's like you're just not taking them seriously. That's what I'm picking up over here. I want to see what do they think of you now? What is their opinion of you? How they're seeing you due to how you're responding to this situation. I hear reacting. They really feel like they've made you mad, honestly. Meander. I'm telling you, they think that you're going to somebody else. I'm telling you, they think with the anguish. I'm telling you that they think, okay, I said that twice. I'm telling you thrice. I'm telling you that, oh my God. I'm telling you that they think that you're gonna go to somebody else, okay? Like, you're gonna find somebody else. I think that this was that nervousness in their head, because it's like a constant rumination or repetition of what I said, right? Like, I really want to say it again. It's like, I wonder if this person's like ADHD. But anyways, maybe I don't know exactly what ADHD means. I think that this person is someone that is getting to know themselves better. And through the reflection of you, this person is realizing that you're not an easy person to get. They may have severely underestimated you, or they may have got you before. But it's like I keep hearing that, you know, you never find the same person twice in the same person as well. So it's kind of like they're sad about it, okay? They're pretty sad about the situation, how they're like, and I think that you're not completely out of reach, but they're perceiving you to be very, very out of their reach now. And they have, it's like, I feel like, and I get a very strong message from spirit, which is like from a higher perspective, that both of you are trying to reject each other, or you're feeling rejected by each other, because, you know, this person is not able to be upfront. They feel inferior to you in some shape or form, and they already fear your rejection, so they're not doing anything. And because they're not doing anything, you're like showing your back to this person because you're like, this is not what I deserve, and I'm very proud of you for doing that, because this seems like you can't do anything about it, and the only thing that you can do is to move on and look the other way and seek the partnership that you deserve and desire for yourself, because chasing this person, trying to convince them, will only delay the process that is required for your own healing. So it does talk about a part of you that is still attracted to maybe some stalling or some sort of emotional unavailability, or just chasing for the validation. I don't know, okay, because it goes deeper than just saying a few words, psychological terms, right? So I think that there's a reason why you're still waiting on them, and you have to figure that out. I feel like journaling would be a very good way. Open a dialogue with your inner child as to why you're waiting on this person. But I think that them waiting on you is almost like slowing down this process, because the more that you slip out of this person's hand, the more that they become assertive in their own life and they stop being passive. So you can do whatever you want to do with that information, but this is how I see this situation moving forward. Not when you turn around and you're like, so you're ready for me, and then the moment you're ready, it's like I see this person getting frightened by you again. So I don't have all answers. This is just what I have about your situation, okay? So how else are they perceiving you in this situation, and what are they understanding about you? Well, they think that you are a very smart and an intuitive person. You may be psychic, but they definitely think that, I don't know how this person knows. They may have watched a reading, or they just feel like the both of you meet in the astral world. Like there's astral projection, like you're meeting in dreams. Like they think that you're also getting dreams of them. One thing that they would like to tell you over here is that they're getting pretty close to completing a cycle. But they're not able to tell you because they're like, this person wouldn't care. And like, it's like they're thinking that you don't owe them anything. So they're kind of like thinking that, okay, if this person doesn't stick around, I'm just hoping that they come back in the future, because there may have been a separation in between, and this person is kind of like hoping that they don't go to somebody else, or even if they do go to somebody else, I don't want them to be with them permanently, because like I want this person for me. But then there's like, this person is energetically stringing you along, and they are not completely, oh, they told me they're aware of it. I think the only best way you can dodge this bullet is to ignore it. Some things are consciously done. This is a very diabolical energy with the Knight of Pentacles, and I did get the energy of the Five of Pentacles in reverse as well. They're telling me to open the energy of Knight of Pentacles. So, seeing that these cards are reverse, upright, it makes me kind of feel like, and we have Chariot, Cancer, then the Seven of Pentacles. It makes me feel like this person is thinking of you as someone that has strong willpower at this point to resist the connection from them, because they make me feel as if, I think that this person with the reflection is thinking about like, they're probably at their own end in their home, in their house, in their office, wherever they put up, wherever they're spending most of their time in a way. And this person is realizing how much work is taking it on them to realize their self-worth, and the you deserve love. This is the psychological component over here. And it's like this person is realizing that you're probably doing some hardcore healing, because you're moving out of a lack mentality in your own head. So where maybe you might have put this person on a pet. I don't know if this person watched tarot, because like I would be really, this would take the whole reading to a different trajectory if this person does watch tarot, because then it would be very, very interesting to channel them. It just becomes more interesting. I don't know how to explain that, but yeah. So this person is thinking that, now you're not thinking of them as the limit. Like you might have idealized them in some shape or form, but now you're not doing that. And it's very, very interesting. I'm not going to lie. It's very interesting, because they're kind of like, I feel like this person is aware of how a small mental pattern, or just a concept of thinking, like you thinking, the viewer thinking that they can't do better than pile number 3 is like breaking. It's like you're breaking those shackles. So with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, it makes me feel like you're healing. They think that you're healing. Like the moments that you're choosing not to talk to them, completion, And the moments in which you're just trying to figure out your own way, I keep hearing that this person thinks that you are investing in somebody else. You're looking towards somebody else. This could be just a projection, but I think that this person, I don't know if why do I feel the need to say that they're watching tarot readings on you? Because they're kind of figuring out like you may have somebody else, like a choice with the Lovers, Gemini. This could be a projection, but for the few of you that actually know that this person actually have another person, this person is kind of aware of it. And they think that they're kind of feeling like a competition. Of course, it is a competition now, but it's like they're kind of, I don't know if there's telepathy, if it's that deep, then this message applies. Like, if you find yourself having conversations with this person in your head at most times of the day, you're like confessing things out that you don't show in person, it's really giving me that you have an energetic exchange. And you're kind of telling this person that you're not doing anything, I'm not going to come forward for you, like I should really focus my energy. Like, you're watching podcasts, you're trying to fill your brain with good information that helps you move past and reminds you why you don't deserve this. And that's a part of the work that this person is picking up, because there's something that energetically is discharging you from this person's hold. Does that make sense? It's like it's severing ties with this person's hold on you. And it wasn't really about this person, it was just about an emotional dynamic that you're setting yourself free from. It just, I mean, you know, the whole shenanigan of it, right? So it's like you're breaking free from a pattern. And this is, I want to say one thing, that we think that certain things don't really matter, but to understand that one day at a time, small steps to your healing journey really add to it, to the bigger picture. So don't underestimate what you're doing. I see you trying, and that's why this energy is over here. And I'm very, very proud of you, because I go through the same things that you do, and these things take so much. Honestly, the first thing is it takes a lot of willingness, you know. It's like constantly reminding yourself why I need to do better for myself. Nobody is going to come and tell you again and again, this is what you should do, this is what you should do. It's like, it's your own ability to recognize, like, hey, this might not be good for me in the long term, and I got to look at it from a long-term perspective. There's something that I see is growing within you, where you're taking charge of your life, and your guys are really proud of you. Like, you really got to understand that every fiber of your being that you're fighting from the familiarity of a toxic relationship or someone that's not actively pursuing you, especially if that's what you want, it's very good that you're fighting it, because there may be two parts of you. There's one adult you, and there's an inner child of you. The inner child is still wanting to hold on to this person because it's just familiar. There's nothing too much to read into it. But then there's other people, or there's you're thinking about who and how other people, there are other people that can offer you what you want. And it's just all about, it's just a game of how so many people choose to remain in a situation because it seems familiar. They just settle, and you don't want to settle. I see you, and I see you doing really, this is like very important. This marks your intelligence. As they say that a person's intelligence is a measure of how much they can change themselves. So you must be like genius, you know. So you should be very, very happy about how you're moving forward, because I know these things are very difficult. We just want to remain in our box. So how they're feeling is what I'm hearing. Guilt in reverse. Okay, so this can be read as two things. They're feeling that you don't feel sorry for the fact that they're being left behind. They never thought you'd break out of this. You know, the shackles of the past that we were talking about, the rebel card. They didn't think that you would break out of it, and it's kind of like making them also angry. They feel betrayed because they thought that you'd always stick around, not in the sense that they're entitled to you, but in the sense that they felt this connection, and they were like, you would always choose this, right? Like, you'd always stick around me, right? That's what I'm picking up. Like, you'd always choose me, right? Because we have this connection. This person thinks of you as a soulmate is what I hear. They see you as someone that's being selfish. With the Knight of Pentacles, you're moving really slow, but they think that you've got a good head on your shoulders. You don't know exactly what you're doing, but they trust that you're making the right decision for yourself. That's like you don't realize, but you're serving as a role model. Like they're learning through your own through your example, and just because you're not energetically allowing them to just be comfortable. Because there's a push and pull in this relationship, and the more that you're pulling away from them, they're pushing on you. Does that make sense? So it's like they're kind of feeling like alone. There's this feeling of emptiness inside that they're having to fill up by themselves, which was probably easier when you were chasing them, because your communication, I feel like you used to reach out a lot, or you used to do something that used to fill up that void in them, but it's not anymore. And it was quite an egoic pleasure for this person. The world tells me that they see that you're not going to let this move forward. Like, they think that this connection is going to cease to exist, or you're going to move to somebody else. You're going to move on. You're going to take that love and give it to somebody else. I'm hearing this song, please don't. I don't know. I don't know what I was about to say. Please don't something. I don't remember. If you know what I'm talking about. I'll try to search the lyrics. They'll probably remind me. Please don't give your love away or go to somebody else. I don't know. It is painful for them, but it's like they're seeing that this is, they say that you've done this, so now deal with it. It's how I'm feeling. They're like, I am doing this. I've done this to them. I have to face this. Like, it's not as easy as like all actions have consequences, but it's like, but I have done this. Like, this person is realizing, like, I have done this. So like, what the heck? Like, how can I blame them? Accomplishment in reverse. This is also an energy that wants to open up. You're in a transitioning phase, like your dynamic with this person is changing for better, and I think that's why I am seeing a lot of cards that come in reverse and then they open up in the spread. Accomplishment tells me that this person almost had you. There's a feeling like, I almost had you. I'm hearing that song Too Many Nights or something by Future. It's like they're thinking like, I almost had you. Like, I really see like you were so close, and then you kind of slipped out of their hands. And it almost makes me feel like the divine literally brought you in front of them, and they still fumbled it. Like, this person, they didn't value you, and now there's so much freaking guilt. Like, you literally came to them and they didn't want to deal with it. And they did feel guilty, but they kept on doing that until you completely. It's a classic case of taking somebody for granted. But it's not to the, like, how do I express it? It's not like they didn't see your value. It's literally when somebody just is so preoccupied with their own issues, they just don't know how to approach a situation or take up the opportunity in front of them. It's like so much like, I can't do enough. It's like mental barrier. I'm not good enough. I can't do this. I can't do that. I'm just a loser. It's like you're just filled with your own crap, So I'm gonna take my self-care. So I'm gonna take a love messages oracle deck. I'm gonna pull out a few cards from this person and conclude it. I love you. So I never doubted that, I feel like this person genuinely does have feelings for you. I gave into temptation. I think that temptation talks about like, you're coming to them and they're still not taking that opportunity. It's like they feel very stupid. I just heard buffoon, jealous and possessive, and now they got to just sit and watch you walk by. And I think that it's very much possible for a few of you. Well, it's a gamble. I think that 50% it's possible for 50% of the audience that this person is going to watch you walk by, and for 50% it's like this person is going to come back and try again. But it's not going to be as big of a gesture as you think. Reminiscing, they're just thinking about how many times they've had chances, and you deserve better than me. Okay, so pile number 3, this was your reading. I'm going to leave it here. I really hope that this was helpful. If it was, please do hit the like button. Subscribe for more. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I'm going to see you guys in another one. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 4. If you chose the surrender card, this is going to be your reading about how do they think you feel for them, and what do they think of you? So I am picking up on a lot of silence. I think this person is spending a lot of time thinking about you and the way things have gone down, or the way things have progressed or turned out to be. They think that you are keeping yourself busy, distracted, and you are waiting on them to take some sort of lead in this relationship and pursue them. So it's almost like they are, wow, maybe this person is also expecting you to pursue them. Very interesting, because I just got confused between who am I talking to. This may be a shared energy. There's also 2 commitment phobes over here. Both of you. Soulmate. I really want to say something. Should I, Spirit? Probably later on if I do remember it. Because it tends to get certain people really, really mad when I do say certain things. But anywho, this is soulmate energy with surrender. Yes, this person feels like you see them as your soulmate, and they also, man, this is confusing. It's like, because I'm not getting one narrative. It's like I say about one person's point of view and then it's shared. The other person also is also thinking the same. So I feel like if it's about them, the way they view you and what they're understanding and assuming about you, because I don't think that you have really, really made things concrete or spoken about it very often, or just like in a very old-fashioned manner. A lot of it is probably digital over here. A lot of it is like, sneaky peeky, lurky kind of a thing. Like, you're just like, I'm dropping hints, it's like in the old-fashioned manner. It's like when women drop their handkerchiefs in front of men that they're attracted to, right? So it's kind of like dropping hints here and there, and this person knows you're dropping hints, okay? But for some reason, I'm hearing that it's not up to mark. For them, it's not up to mark. Upheaval. I think that the main reason why the both of you are not coming together is because renewal, transient, and upheaval, because you're going through your own individual purging cycles. So it's possible that one person over here was already committed in a relationship, because now that's a very optional message, okay? Or it could be about other options, okay? So in that sense, it's almost like the both of you may have had other influences or other prior commitments or just other interests, for that matter, around you, which were making you think about things very differently, because there was something that why you were committing or choosing those options. And same for your person. I think that that's what your person is also thinking about, that why was I choosing these people or choosing this person to remain with them, when a lot of it was derived out of conditioning. This is how I should be and this is what I should be doing. So how do they think you feel? You deserve love and romantic feelings. I really feel like this person thinks that you are sitting and waiting for them to pursue you, children. They feel a comfort with you, and they recognize that on some level it's got to be mutual. What I feel like is not established or it's not spoken about between the both of you, that hey, this is what I am also looking for, or this is how I feel. There's somewhere where the both of you are kind of playing like hide and seek with each other, and this person is also playing and abiding by the rules of it. Your person seems like a very stubborn one, but then again, I pick up that it's you as well. And what's the common denominator over here? Rejection. Now they're telling me to say it. So I feel like pile number 4 is possible that this is a karmic relationship. And this is optional, so please don't take it to your heart. But I pick up that for a few of you, this is a karmic relationship. This is going to be one of those, it's like you feel like this is like so breathtaking, and like you're so into them and you really want them, but this person in your future is going to turn out to be someone that you're going to be like, really, I was crazy about that person. Like, I pick up that this is the kind of, it's just like there's light at the end of the tunnel. That's what I want to say. So it's possible that they're seeing you as someone that is not taking this connection very, very seriously as well. It's possible they're seeing you as being quite nonchalant, but they know that there's something that you're going through inside. They know it. Fighting in reverse. So you may have stopped resisting your feelings for this person. That's what they're picking up with, going with the flow, and they're telling me I was doing the same, healing. I wonder if this person has watched some reading on you. They have some insight into your personal life, because this person is recognizing something in your energetic exchange with them, that you're becoming more and more open to them, or just you're not resisting this connection as badly as you used to. But they think that you are staying a little bit away from them because you may be picking up on some red flags, or like just you're anticipating the worst of them, is what I am also picking up. So how do they think you feel for them? You feel, you do feel insecure whether it's going to happen or not, with the Leo energy, strength in reverse. And somewhere you're, because fighting is in reverse, so surrender makes a lot of sense over here. You're like surrendering to your feelings for them. But what was I going to say? You're kind of like, you're finding yourself weak. You're kind of having to submit to your feelings for them, is what they're seeing. Like, they see you as a very strong person in some shape or form, like a very stubborn, I'd rather say. Those are two different characteristics, right? So they see you as someone that's quite stubborn, doesn't budge. But they think that the connection is pretty strong, that you're having to budge. And I feel like this person may have thought that you had somebody else, and you're kind of like in two minds, them or this person. The Four of Cups was at the bottom of the deck. Five of Swords. So they think that you're trying to be as positive. Think about this as positive as you can. I also think that this person thinks that what if I can't have them completely, maybe I'd like to have a little bit of them with the Knight of Wands. It's like there's a freaky side to you that they're still exploring. I'm not sure how well does this person know you, but there's like, they see you somewhere compensating with this situation. They see you somewhere like you're not getting the full picture of it, you're not getting full of them, so you're kind of compromising in some way. Like maybe it's by hanging onto a thread, maybe it's by these little dropping of hints. Like, and they see that in them as well. So why is nobody making a move over here? Can I ask that, spirit? Like, why are you not making a move, and why is your person not making a move over here? Because this is something that I gotta get into. So I'm gonna pull out one card. This is you, this is them. We had the Empress that fell out. Charged by the mind. I'm telling you, a lot of what you're experiencing with this person is a catalyst to break out of the mold that you've been put into. So why is this, okay, why are you not approaching this person? And this is not a part of just like how they think you feel, it's just like follow-up question. So, well, you are surrendering to the flow of it. You are someone that is adapting to a more feminine energy by default, because the kind of upheaval that you've gone through with the cards that we do have, you're facing a rejection moon, which is helping you release a lot of negative thought patterns when it comes to yourself. And for a few of you, it's possible that you just ended a relationship because you started catching feelings for this person. And if that was there, that you did end a relationship or you were involved with someone, your person is aware of it. And why is this person not? Oh, transformation in reverse. These are two same cards. Four of Cups turning in. Transformation in reverse. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Giving me Scorpio energy. This is the Death card. Five of Wands in reverse with the Knight of Wands. Your person is resisting this connection because they don't feel they can be enough for you. They don't feel like they can be enough for you. You can't force somebody to feel some kind of way about themselves. That is their own personal journey. So I feel like maybe because of all that, maybe you're already aware of it. That's why you're kind of like, you have no option. You can't run away from the connection, right? Because the purpose is not completely done with. So you're the only option that I see that you are left with is that you have to turn in. You don't have any option, right? Fighting your need to save this person, convince them to be with you, save them from thinking that they can do this, right? So how do they think you feel for them, and what do they think of you? Okay, what do they think of you? What do they think of you? They do think that you're a pretty person. That's Scorpio again. They think that you are someone that may be going through something quite prominent in your life right now, or it was pretty prominent with you. But I feel like I did have the sun right now and I was still figuring out the question, so I reshuffled, but I'm seeing the sun at the back, so it's some sort of clarity. Like, I think this person couldn't see you for who you are before, and today they're seeing you as someone that is not as helpless or as needy or as optional. It's almost like maybe if they were considering you as an option, they're not, because they're like, okay, this person requires my demands full attention from me. So that's how they're viewing you, like someone that is, again, someone that they think you want to be pursued by. They think that you want them to pursue you, come for you. That's what I'm picking up. Seven of Pentacles, that you want full commitment over here, that you want someone to be completely ready for them. And I pick up on so much resistance on this person's end, because I see their inner child being like, no, 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 like, no. Like, their adult self might be recognizing what an amazing person you are and this can be good for them, but I feel like this person is not ready for it. And I see that you have no option but to turn in because of the situation. Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like immediately I hear that this person thinks that you are pretty rich, wealthy. It's not so much so about stability, but like monetary assets, or you're very career oriented. That's what I'm picking up. But like, they see something like you're pretty wealthy, and this is one thing that definitely does attract this person towards you. The star. Okay, this energy is not completely open. So the star in the middle tells me about Aquarius energy, which says that, okay, you know, like they see you as someone that is capable of getting closer to them, but is choosing not to do that. You're standing on the fence. You're keeping a little bit of a door open. You've got your foot in the door, and you're like, okay, I've kept it open for you. Are you gonna come or not? And it's like, see, Eight of Wands and Eight of Cups. They're like sitting on the fence. Should I let go? Should I still stick with this? Should I let go? Should I stick with this? Should I let go? Like there's something of that sort which tells me that it's just pure confusion of who they are, and because they're going through a transformative phase themselves with a transformation in reverse. And then we have the Death upright. I think that this person may not be recognizing how much they're changing. I think they're underestimating their change over here. But it's like still thinking and feeling quite possessive. Am I going to let them go to somebody else? That's what this person thinks of you. I know that there was a lot that came out in this reading, not just followed by the questions that we were sticking to. I think there's a lot that came out in this reading regarding your connection. There's always this sense of like, your person understands that you think that you don't know where you stand with them. You're like, kind of like still wondering, where do I stand with them? What's gonna happen over here? You know, the Strength in reverse, they feel like they have this perception of themselves which bleeds onto you, and they imagine that's what you think of them. That, and this may be true as well, but it's almost like I really feel so strongly they have some source. Like I feel like tarot may be a source, because it's pretty common these days, right? Should I ask Spirit, like, are they watching tarot readings on you? Is this person watching tarot readings? Okay, well, there's a question for people that are very closely related or committed to this person, and then there's the one where you barely talk. So for the one that you barely talk, this person obsessively watches tarot readings, and for the one that were close to commitment, I don't think so. Like, I know how these cards can explain it, and a lot of you question, like, the card came out to be like that, but I read intuitively, and that's what I would tell you. That the ones in which, you know, this person is not that close to you, you're barely talking, that person is watching a lot of readings. And the one that is close to you, the one that is obviously in more communication with you, wouldn't need that much. Like, it's like obsession comes because of distance. If you have so much distance, that's when you're more obsessed with someone. If you have the right amount of information and the right amount of communication that is healthy and required, and like transparency, then you don't need so much. So maybe for the ones that you commit with, rarely, once in a blue moon, probably, like a little bit over here, there. So it's possible, okay, since this is a general reading, it's possible that your person does watch readings on you, and that's why they know quite accurately how you're kind of feeling, and they see you growing wary of the situation. Like, they feel like you might walk away. That's what I'm feeling. Like, you might just walk away. This could be the one. Is that them or they? They think that you're thinking they're the one for you. And this says you've already met the romantic partner. You see somewhere the both of you are each other's type or something like that, and this person is like, you know, they must feel the way that I do. It's like that's what they think. religious factors. Something about career is interfering. Like, I know it says religious factors, but again, like, the first thing that came into my mind is religious factors. And then again, if you're looking to get married, then this could be a family issue, because religious factors is not always just about religious factors. Like, that may exist. It could be about nationality, it could be about religion, it could also be about some sort of, you know, LGBTQ FOMO. So it's like, I feel like it's possible that there's anything that could be like a big factor where it's not happening. But I think that career is one of the most important, especially if they're a man, because I think this person doesn't really have a lot of time. I feel like this person thinks that you might walk away. They're like, Two of Swords with the Judgment tells me that it's possible that they're thinking like, you know, sooner or later you might walk away. And I think because who your person is, the both of you, and especially I think your person, I'm going to talk about that, they are kind of like pushing you away, and then they're like in their head, I knew it, you weren't that into me. It's like, because it's so strongly embedded in them that I am not worthy of it, and you know, this person will never choose me. It's like they're just pushing you away, and they don't even see it. It's a pretty confusing situation. I'm gonna pull out a few channel messages and conclude your reading over here, okay? I gave in to temptation. So I think this is about like overpowering thoughts of unworthiness. I'm afraid of commitment. That's what I said in the beginning. Thank you, Spirit. I wish I could take it back. I don't know if there was a sneaky move made, or they ghosted you, they left you on red, or they just, it's like they thought that that's the right thing to do, but it was an impulsive take. I have sexual fantasies about you. I did hear this person may self-pleasure themselves to the thought of you. I find you incredibly attractive. I dive in and out of relationships that is with commitment. There's a lot about finding you very attractive. Definitely. One of a kind. Finances are a problem, I told you, one-sided relationship. Thank you, Spirit. This is all what I have said over here, okay? So, pile number 4, I'm going to leave your reading here. I really do hope that this was helpful. If it was, please hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I am going to see you guys in another one. Bye-bye.